Oh, I don't want that to be. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah. See who joins the BobaChills. Let's see. Monetization. Lily, hello. How are you today? Goofy, what's up? Madeline, as soon as I was about to head to bed. Kagan? Kagan? Hello, what's up? Len, Ben, what's up, guys? Welcome to another BobaTalks stream. As you can obviously tell, the reason why there hasn't been so many videos this week so far is because I've broken my shoulder and it's been an absolute nightmare, but I'm only just starting to get the pain isn't as intense as it was, so hopefully I'm thinking next week's videos will be kind of back to normal. In terms of, I wanted to do Arrow, I wanted to do Flash as well as Gotham and stuff, but this week it's been a bit of a write-off, but you know how it is. How's the arm? It's, as I said, it's getting better. You can see like the bruising here is just appearing out of nowhere. Even though I didn't hit that bit, it's obviously just coming through. It looks a lot worse than the lighting on this camera. But yeah, I like cracked my humerus here, and my shoulders like dropped down a little bit. You can see because my collarbone has become sort of detached from like this bit here. It's a nightmare, and it was so painful. And it was the most stupid thing that happened ever as well. Like it was just such a dumb situation. How did it happen? Well, I own a boosted board. Some of you may know that, like an electric longboard. And I was on that. I've never fallen off it. I'm really careful, and I'm not even put off riding again. It happened because it wasn't a fault of my own. This car was coming on. I was approaching this one-way bit where the rule is you give priority to like oncoming vehicles, right? And there was no cars there. There was no cars coming. There was no cars even in the distance. And I started going up, the road bit where obviously I'm on the road. It's my right of way now. And then this guy just started coming out of nowhere so fast. And I thought, okay, yeah, he's going to stop on his end because he has to give priority to me now. And then out of nowhere, I keep saying that so many times, he kept going. And I thought, whoa, I'm literally going to be hit because obviously it's only got enough room for one car. It's such a skinny bit of road that it goes down. And I had to swerve towards the curb to save my own life. And obviously flew off the board, getting away from this guy coming right at me. And this is what I mean. He didn't even stop. He just kept going. So it's just ridiculous. So yeah, it's just so unfortunate that it was some absolute nutter coming at me. But yeah, I have to deal with it now. So really annoying. Thank you to everyone who said, Len, get well soon and lame. And what's up, Reese? Welcome to the stream. I know it's an awkward time to stream as well. A lot of people never know when my streams are happening. Yeah, me too. I'm glad I'm okay. It's one of those things where everyone's like, you should focus on the positives. Like, you didn't die. Because I seriously thought I was going to. Because I saw those headlights coming at me and I was like, holy crap. So if it wasn't for the curb, me flying off out of the way, I'm pretty sure, 95% sure he would have mowed me down. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm alive. And it's like, I hit my shoulder. It's broken. And it's just miserable. I'm so miserable at the minute. But yeah, I'm quite a pessimist, if you could probably already tell. Yeah, shit does happen. Shit does happen indeed. But have you guys got any questions that you want to ask? Because that's what BobaChills is all about. Any questions that in relation to like the DCTV shows and whatnot, or Gotham, or Arrow, or the Flash. The Flash was awesome as well. My account on time, first time in like 5 streams, really. I swear you've been here in the past couple of streams. I swear you were. Will you make a comic book collection video and get well soon? I did like a room setup tour video not so long ago where I kind of showed some of my comic books, but I could do like a whole one. I swear, isn't Arrow already out? I haven't seen Arrow yet. I'm not sure even if it's aired yet. I think it's Thursday. No, so it's tonight, of course. What am I on about? What do you think of season 4, episode 1? Well, of Gotham. Gotham, I think it's doing really well this season. I really don't like the whole Ra's al Ghul thing. I'm a bit worried about that. I know it's not like a romance or anything like that. It's just more, probably Barbara might even be using Ra's, but I don't know. It's just taken away from Alexander's Ra's al Ghul for me a little bit. Have you seen Cameron Monaghan's recent Instagram post? No, I haven't. But by the sounds of it, it might be pointing towards something Jokery related. But then there's a whole. People want me to make a whole video on this whole Joker thing that's come out recently, and I will like probably make a video on that. I've wanted to, because there's been a whole stuff about them saying if he's the Joker or not and whatnot. I'm like totally deaf right now, but I just want to say you're awesome and hope your arms get better soon. Oh, thank you very much, buddy. I really appreciate that. Me too. I think it's healing fast. I mean, it's going to take weeks and weeks to heal and months for the bone to heal properly, but the pain meds that I was on, I'm not having to take them like as much as I did at the beginning. Do you think it would be the second half of the season before we see Jerome? I think they normally keep Jerome. Like, he's been in every season, right? So I think he's gonna be back. I think he's gonna be back in the first half of season 4. I reckon it could be even like what they did the mid-season finale. The episodes leading up to that. Hate Barbara. See, I think I've never hated Barbara. I think she's good. I think Erin Richards is a very good actor, and Barbara is true. What they can do with her, they can explore new things with her, because her character, it hasn't had too much canon explained. There's not a lot of stuff that has to be, exactly what it should be always. Like, there's some things you can't change about Batman, but you can change a few things, right, in new iterations. But Barbara, they can do new things. But yeah, don't get me wrong, they've done questionable decisions with what they've done with her in the past, and I don't mind. Like, I really thought I would hate the idea of her being brought back from the pit, but I'm kind of over it now. I think I don't know. Let's move on to the next question. Oh god, I'm at school. I keep getting comments like this sometimes. You're at school and you're watching the stream. Well, I don't endorse the school streaming, but thank you for joining the stream regardless. Has anyone seen The Flash? Tell me what you thought about that. I would have done a live stream about that and a trailer breakdown, but I'm just gonna leave that till next week. I think the channel will be starting to get back to the way it was next week. Yeah. What do you think of how they explained why Julian has gone in The Flash? Yeah, literally they made it 2 seconds of their time to explain why Julian disappeared. I don't know. I feel like he deserved a scene, a whole, maybe even a flashback. That's the thing. They should have done a couple of flashbacks in the 6 months that Barry was gone. I think that would have been cool. And then you would have been like seeing Julian, even if it was like a minute scene, not even that, of him just being like, guys, I'm gonna head back to London, blah 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 blah. That would have been good. But no, it's not happening. Yeah, where did Julian go? Julian's gone back to London, I think, to do some CSI related stuff there. Love Barry's new costume. Me too. And the trailer for next week's episode looks like it's very Spider-Man Homecoming in terms of like Cisco added a lot of new things to the suit, which I don't think none of us clocked that that would happen. We see him in the trailer like blowing up, his suit expanding into a massive ball, and it's just hilarious. And I think Cisco's argument for it was, if it ever landed in water and he needed to like rise out, and it seemed like a good idea at the time. But yeah, I think the Flash is going to be really good this season. I know some people don't like the first episode. I get how some things were rushed, but I think they only wanted to divert so much time to it instead of drag it along for a couple of episodes. So I think it was a good episode overall. I think it was alright. In terms of, I get how they rush things, but everything else was cool in my mind. At the end of the day, they only get like an hour on TV slots, so they can only divert so much time. And then I think at the end of the day, you will never make everyone happy, because if they spend 2 episodes, 3 episodes explaining the whole Speed Force thing, blah blah blah, people would be annoyed that they're spending so much time doing that. But any advice for someone wanting to start episode breakdowns? All I'd say is, I guess prepare a little bit, but also at the same time, sometimes speaking off the top of your head is a cool thing. Make sure your videos you post regularly, because you might get down. Sometimes a lot of content creators, we all complain about it. We sometimes get annoyed if views aren't, what they are. It's because if you post sporadically, like you might upload 4 over 2 days instead of you should have done it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You should do that if you can do that. Just try and be consistent, I guess, and then naturally you'll improve yourself. Also, make sure you have a half decent microphone, just not not terribly bad. Sorry about that, guys. We just had a stream error. The stream is continuing, apparently. I can't even see myself. No. The stream is still going. I'm just waiting to see your questions pop up. Your video is buffering. Yeah, that's what I keep getting. I can't see anything. Why is this happening? Can you guys see me? I can't even see myself, so I have no idea if this is properly streaming or not. Yeah, I think we're back. We're back. Yeah, it should be. If it is lagging though, isn't it? Nah, I think we're back to normal. I think. Right. Yes, technical difficult. Right, let me go back up. We've lost a few people, but oh well. Opinions on Got Hand. You bit it, yeah, blah blah blah. Cisco was awesome. Yeah, Cisco made me laugh a lot. Are you excited for the Justice League movie? And also, do you think Green Lantern will be showing up in it? I am excited for the Justice League movie. Don't get me wrong. I rewatched the trailer again. Showed my buddies last night the trailer. Cause out of the group, I'm kind of like the nerdiest one, and it got me really giddy again. I don't know if a lantern will be in it. I'm gonna say no, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did include the Green Lantern in there. I don't know. It's very difficult to say. At the end of the day, none of us know, like properly, if the Green Lantern is in it. Which lantern, I don't know. If it's Hal Jordan, or do you do live reactions? Would you do any now? I do trailer reactions. So, like a post thoughts and stuff like that. I don't mind doing that, but I don't do sort of episode reactions. I don't want to sit there and watch the whole episode on YouTube. I don't really like how I don't get how that's even a thing personally. But I get, trailer reaction videos. You react to it and then you give your thoughts immediately afterwards, and I like stuff like that. And I was going to do that for The Last Jedi, and I was absolutely gutted that I couldn't. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I've got a few obviously subscribers probably just for Star Wars, but I couldn't do that because I just broke my shoulder. Crazy hot sauce, me too. Wait, what did he say? I'm watching before school starts. Awesome, that's cool. Like at least it's funny. Some of you guys watch during school. Some of you watch before school. Quality is down. How is the live stream right now? It should be fine. It says stream health is good for me, so I don't know if it's your internet if you're having problems, or just try lower the quality. Just try do that. I'm on quite a low stream option, low latency, so basically, as soon as I'm talking, you guys should be seeing it as soon as I'm talking. There's not much of a delay. Yes, I agree. I like how Barry got faster speed, raw power. Yeah, Barry it's like a supercharged battery, and I'm so happy about that. He's more. That's one thing I've always thought about the Flash TV shows. Don't get me wrong. He's meant to be improving his speed and over the years instead of it was his origin story on the TV show. But I remember the crossover with Supergirl for the first time. I don't like how she was practically on par with him. I wanted him to. They never truly answered it right. Who was faster? But I always wanted Barry to be faster by like, if instead of like 1 second or 2 seconds, I want him to be faster by like 7 seconds. Don't get me wrong, I know Kryptonians are super fast, but now finally we've got that with this season of The Flash. Like Barry is super duper duper Speed Force energy. You know, it's like he's drank like 50 Dr. Peppers. My account, I think they could have executed the episode better. In what ways? I would love to hear your thoughts about how you think that is the case. Ugh. Bear with me a second. Right. Who do you think should play Catwoman and Poison Ivy in DC Cinematic Universe? I've actually got that question so many times. I am not entirely sure. Catwoman and Poison Ivy. I would have to come back to you on that. I might. I've had this question asked so many times that I might have to do like a fan casting video because I have no idea. I know I want the lady out of Vikings. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. To play Black Canary. God, what's her name? I think it starts with an E. I could be completely wrong here. But yeah. Okay, I don't like the samurai or the ideas of Thorn bringing him out like the comics and Iris just dude. I know. I'm just not looking forward to Iris getting annoyed that because Barry has come out the Speed Force now. Obviously, he's like essentially the leader of Team Flash. And I don't like how they've already told us, and I don't like the story in terms of what they're going to do, how Iris is going to have a problem with Barry resuming control of Team Flash because she's been used to being in charge. And I don't get me wrong, I get why she was in charge. I'll go as far as saying that. But, like, no. Of course, if Barry comes out the Speed Force, you hand, you know, whatever the saying is to him, he takes control. I don't like how they're going to couples therapy either. Like, I don't like that stuff, but we're going to have to see. But there was quite a few things that made me laugh in the episode. So they're definitely going back to season 1 vibes. What happened to Inhumans? Any thoughts about it? I haven't actually seen Inhumans, believe it or not. I've kind of steered clear of it. I will binge it, but it's not a priority for me at all. But especially, normally I'm not one to be impacted by reviews or critics, but when everyone is saying it, like all the people you know, respect, not just critics, then you know it's... Green Arrow, did you like the Thinker design? You know what? Like I've seen quite a few comments, people saying it looks bad, but it's like... Sorry, but what else did you... And this isn't meant to offend anyone, but in my opinion, what else did you... else did you expect the Thinker to look like? I think he looks incredibly comic book accurate. I think that's brilliant. So, do you know what I mean? Maybe they need to... for the people who don't like the Thinker's design in The Flash, I think they need to maybe think to themselves... about what the villain actually looks like in the comics most of the time, if that makes sense, because he actually looks so good. The Flash couldn't have done him any better. Maybe obviously if they had $1 million more budget or dollars more budget or something like that, then obviously they could have made better makeup or whatever. But like honestly, I think it's great, and I'm so obviously they wanted to give us the message that they delivered him, the reveal of him in the first episode, because they don't want it to be, you know, episode 18 they reveal him, or episode 15, not even episode 8. No, it's the end of episode 1. So, what's up, Jerome Valeska Trash? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So yeah, I like the Thinker design. I think it's cool. I think obviously it's not going to be, as they've already said, that he's not going to be as much of a physical villain this season. But yeah, honestly, I think he's great. I need Gifted reviews from you like yesterday. I haven't actually watched Gifted yet. As I said, like the past few days for me have been pretty hectic because of this goddamn broken shoulder. But I'll look into it. Like as I said, like this week is kind of a bit written off for me, but next week things will be going back into it. I will be doing Gotham this week, so don't worry about that. But I'm so gutted that I can only use my left hand at the minute to edit videos. But yeah, I'm going to be doing... Things will be resuming slowly back to normal next week. Does your arm still hurt? Yes, very much so. It's not casted, that's the thing. It's not exactly easy to cast like a broken shoulder. So the bone kind of... until it's proper set and healing, sometimes when I wobble my arm the wrong way, it almost feels like it's breaking again or like gristling. And I've seen other people online say when they've broken their humerus as well, like you can sometimes hear it like move and whatnot. So it's crazy. Can't wait to watch Arrow tonight. Hopefully no Elicity. Elicity. Well, I think there is going to be a bit of Elicity this season, but I don't think... The thing is, in my opinion, guys, I don't think Elicity's bad. Like, Oliver and Elicity, they work as a couple, in my opinion. But, obviously, season 4. Obviously. That's bad. That's bad. So, I think people shouldn't be triggered as long as they don't shove it in our faces. Right? So, as I said, I don't think people should be annoyed or need to be annoyed. I think that's the main reason why people were annoyed with the whole Elicity stuff, why it went so badly downhill and why you got so many people hating on Elicity so bad, is because in season 4 they made it into so many storylines, they made that such a big thing. So as long as they avoid that, I think people will slowly learn to think Elicity is okay again. And I think that's where I already think about it, because they are going that direction. I can't guarantee it, but I think it's a pretty good, Also, guys, I want to show you something. Look what I got. I don't know if you guys are fans of pop vinyls or like, I'm sure some of you are, but I don't know if you would know about this one. So you guys might know about obviously the Flash pop vinyl, but I have now got the Flash unmasked. It's a San Diego Comic-Con 2015 exclusive, and this one's a hard to find one. And I'm so happy I've got him. Really good condition as well. I got one like a week ago or so, but it arrived in like really bad quality. So yeah, very happy with that. You can see how dusty it is on my desk as well. Not good. Need to tidy up. But let's have a look at some of the comics. The comments. I swear I've like developed a speech impediment over the past year or something. Kudos to you. You still have time to do reviews and live chat despite your broken arm. Get well soon. Well, thank you very much, Evie. Yeah, I did like a trailer breakdown when I was on like a lot of pain meds for Gotham. Was it? Yeah, I think it was a trailer breakdown. But then I wanted to do some videos over the weekend, but it was just so bad. So I was just like, I can't do it. And then I was worried about my channel like going downhill, and obviously I might not be able to post just exactly the same as what I was able to do before. But now I'm feeling a bit better. Obviously, this is going to take weeks and weeks and weeks to heal, but I should be able to do videos like normal next week, hopefully. I think it looks like Injustice 2 Brainiac, which is so sick. Yeah, well, I think, like, don't get me wrong, the Thinker has also been, had a few different kind of looks in the comics. But I think he looks just like what he did. I wish I could show you the picture right now to pop it up on screen, but I don't have it. But I think he looks incredibly comic book accurate. It's so good. And obviously, because he's got his little lair and Fortress Lair, they're not going to do the whole physical fight, because otherwise Barry would be able to, like, pretty much, disable him, unless, if he got that close to the Thinker in terms of proximity, he might be able to get mind controlled. But I don't think it's going to be like the fastest man alive versus the fastest mind alive, so it's not going to be a load of punching. What do you think of Thomas Elliot coming back to Gotham? I think it's great. Like, I think... Excuse me, sorry. I think, I think there's a couple of characters returning back this season. I'm really gutted. This is, I'm side noting off right now, but I want to ask you guys, do you think that Falcone is actually going to end up dying on a TV show? That's what I want to know. Madeline Page, apologies, I have to sleep, work in the morning. Well, thank you very much for joining, Madeline. I'll see you in the next stream, I'm sure. I really appreciate the support. But as for Falcone, I've got a feeling he's not going to die, if that makes sense. But I want to have a look. I need to refresh myself with Gotham news. He will come back to life. God, if Falcone went in the Lazarus pit, then holy crap. Jesus. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want Falcone to die. because as I said, I know this video, like this universe is different, but like Falcone's still quite a character in Batman years, so yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna share the stream on social media. Ask a couple of questions in the meantime. Hold on, right. So, but anyway, Thomas Elliott is coming back. What, when, where? To be honest, I haven't actually seen any announcement for this. It might have been at a convention or something like that. This is where a lot of news like that comes out. But it wouldn't surprise me, especially with, the character he represents. But I don't think he'll have a major role. It'll be more of like it'd be really interesting to see Bruce interact with him now, especially considering it's been a couple of years or so. Do you think they should make a Teen Titans CW series? Not really, especially with the Titans show that's going on now. I know it's not exactly teeny Titans, but yeah. Hold on. Keep getting messages. Right, I'm back. Do you think Penguin will freeze Nigma again? He said so in a clip. No, I don't think that's going to happen again. The thing I'm worried about, I know a lot of people, even though as much as people loved it, as much as people loved the whole Oswald versus Nigma thing, I don't want to see the same storyline rehashed. Obviously, Oswald will have his own storyline. Obviously, Nigma will have his own subplot storyline, like with Grundy and Lee. But I don't want it to be Oswald versus Nigma all over again every freaking season. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next episode of Gotham. Ben McKenzie wrote it. I don't know if you guys have seen that Villains remix. Video. I think that is actually. I thought at first it was just a separate thing that Gotham did to sort of promote the episode or this season of Gotham. But I think actually, obviously Ben McKenzie wrote that rap. But I think because Nigma's brain is so frazzled right now, and he's completely off with his riddle. He's still Nigma, but he's just not there. Like, obviously, he's just come out of being frozen, so his brain's not working the same way it did before. So he's trying to work on the greatest riddle he can and sends it to Oswald in the form of these two guys singing. And I think I looked into the lyrics a little bit, and I think he wants to meet Oswald where he got frozen and where he shot Oswald. Basically where that massive sort of structure was by the waterfront, at the docks, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the episode. It's gonna be funny because I think Oswald's gonna be like, he was like, what the hell was that? Because I think he's gonna acknowledge that Nigma, he's like, oh my god, he really has had his brain fried, hasn't he? What do you think of where Jerome will appear in Gotham? What episode this season? Well, I'm just going to base this off last season. It could be episode like 10, 11, 12. And that's when he might go on a mid-season break. I can't remember when they go on the mid-season break. But he could be in the second half of this season. But hold on, somebody told me, have you seen Cameron Monaghan's latest Instagram post? So I'm going to go on it. And I'm going to have a look at it and then maybe talk to you guys about it. Cameron. Where are you, Cameron? Cameron Monaghan. There we go. Okay, here we go. He just posted a picture. Oh, okay. No, right. It's teasing him and Penguin, so obviously. I see. Yeah, he's basically, and Robin Lord Taylor liked it, obviously he would. So yeah, Cameron Monaghan is teasing that, and we've already heard this, that he's going to be working together or working closer or getting closer. I can't remember. I'm paraphrasing right now. With Penguin, and that's going to be awesome to see. But a lot of people are triggered recently because one of the executive producers of Gotham, and I'm going to talk about this properly in another video, has basically discussed how Jerome isn't really the Joker in Gotham. And it's just like, I think that was a huge mistake to say. They shouldn't, even if they secretly think that, they shouldn't have said that. Because, if this is the season where Gotham ends, you know, because it might not get renewed, or it might be next. They could have just sort of kept that quiet, you know, so fans could be happy and blah blah blah. But it's kind of triggered me a little bit. And I think also a lot of people could be misinterpreting what he's saying. He could be talking very cleverly, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'll talk about this all in my Is Jerome like the Joker video or something like that, maybe. I might make a video about it because a lot of people were talking about it. I would love to meet Nigma's dad or mum. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I kind of miss Nigma working with the GCPD when he was a good guy. No, yeah, that was I missed that too. Those days were fun. But, you know, Nigma's gone down now, hasn't he? He's transformed. Well, now he's kind of gone back a little bit. But yeah, he's kind of come into his own. No, Gotham can't end. I love that show. I think, oh man, don't get me wrong. The ratings were low when it was up against that football, that one for episode The Fear Reaper, I think it was. They were just unfortunate yet there. Like no TV show ever really competes with, you know, when there's a sports show going on. But what I forgot what I was even saying. Brain's just gone dead. But yeah, no, I was talking about the ratings. And then like the Ra's al Ghul thing happened, and I was like, oh god, like really, Gotham does make mistakes, just like every TV show, and I thought like that might actually be happening. But don't get me wrong with what they've. I need to stop saying don't get me wrong. I've got a few phrases that I say over and over again. Another one is at the end of the day. But no, what they have planned for season 4 in terms of storyline had me extremely exciting. Like, you know, if you were to pitch something to a company or to investors, that would have me extremely excited. I'd be like, right, I'm throwing my money at you. Please make all this happen. So I think they might be okay, especially as they're going forward with it. But who knows? Keep in Brazil. You have every fans. What do you think of this? I don't know if I understood what you said there. Keep in Brazil. You have. I guess you're saying I have fans in Brazil. I think that's awesome. If I do. I love. That's the thing about YouTube. You know, you can get people all over the world watching you, and that's incredible. So I'm thankful for anyone who watches me, and that's not to come across cringy or anything like that. But Alien Will, what is up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. What do you think ruined Gotham mostly, and what will save it? God, that's such a good question. I don't think Gotham ever got ruined. I think what the biggest mistakes I think Gotham has made. I would have to think about it, but the biggest things that stick out to me. As I said, these things really didn't ruin it at all. Some people even liked it. I didn't like the whole Alfred being killed by Bruce and then Lazarus Pit reviving him. I didn't like how they basically they didn't do this, but they admitted that they were going to behead Jerome, but they didn't do it, so that doesn't count. I think it was a big mistake killing Jerome in the first place. I don't think they should have done that. So a lot of things that I wish I was there to say to them that as a fan and as somebody who talks to other fans on the show and whatnot, I wouldn't do this if I were you. I think recently the whole spoiler alert. I'm not gonna say it too much, but what happened at the end of episode 3, I think, with Barbara and Ra's al Ghul shouldn't have happened. That is a huge mistake. I know so many people personally who've got triggered by that. It's just stupid. What else was silly? Yeah, I think those are the main things that stick out to me. Yeah, I think they need to stop killing characters and bring them back. What you just said, Evie. Happy to see you back. Hope your arm is better. It's getting better, but I'm gonna be out of action for weeks. But hopefully, if you guys stay with me, I will be doing videos next week, not like normal. I'm gonna be doing a Flash breakdown and trailer breakdown next week, as well as Arrow. But this week, I'm just taking it slow. So the first episodes of the season, unfortunately, I'm out of the game. But no, yeah, I think those were the biggest things initially. I think everything else has been okay, unless you guys can point anything out to me immediately, like, and that will remind me of something, but I can't straight away. But that was a really good question, my account. I could see Gotham getting a season 5. Yes, I agree. As I said, with everything that they've pitched for this season, with what they said, how you know, second half of the season is more about Batman Year One, and you know, the first half is like the long Halloween. That's great. Honestly, they've got so much stuff, cool stuff, but then they did the whole Rachel Barbara thing, and it makes me think, oh god, like, no, what else have they got that is gonna really trigger me? I'm worried about Butch being Grundy. I'm not worried about his acting ability. I'm worried about the makeup, because obviously on a TV show, they can't make him, because Grundy, what we all know, he's not like exactly the Incredible Hulk, but he is quite big. Like, think Arkham video games, or even if you don't think that, he's still pretty. I wouldn't say necessarily CGI, but a lot more than what I'm afraid they're going to do in Gotham. I'm afraid in Gotham, all they've done is add white makeup onto him, maybe made him look a bit creepy, and gave him like a V-neck, vest, and yeah, I'm a bit worried about that. I'm worried that it's going to come across cringy, and people are going to be more triggered that they didn't succeed in his image than actually doing it. But who knows? Who knows? Opinions on the Justice League trailer. So yeah, this is another video I didn't get to break down because of goddamn my shoulder. I thought it was cool. I'm in agreement. With quite a few people, is I don't get me wrong, the Flash suit has grown on me, but I don't like it overall. I think that's what I want to say. I don't like the Flash suit so much. DJ Eric is here, or Eric's Reloaded. He's a great YouTuber. I don't know, any of you in the stream probably already do know of him, but by all means, go over to his channel right this very second. It's in my channel subscription box on my page. Let's see what Eric said. I think making any TV character a solid, unnatural color will come across poorly. Yeah, this is what I mean. I'm worried about it. I am pretty worried about Grundy. But no, yeah. In terms of the Justice League trailer, don't get me wrong. I really like Ezra Miller. I'm not so sure about his like. I don't know, when that first, at the end of the trailer, that bat signal thing happened, I didn't necessarily cringe, but I was just like, I get how you're trying to be Barry Allen funny, right? Because Barry Allen in the comics, he makes remarks like that. He's a bit jokey. I don't know. I'm not sold completely. As for the suit, I'm definitely not sold. I think it looks really cool, but at the same time, I would have preferred. I would have 100% preferred a more of a Kevlar sort of suit. Sort of. I wouldn't exactly go CW, even though I prefer the CW suits in some ways. But I just think it shouldn't be a load of plates sewn up together. Because yes, he's the fastest man alive, but that suit must be a pain in the goddamn ass to get into at the end of the day. And I just said that phrase, which I need to stop saying. Let's see what else we got. Who is your favorite Flash, DC or CW? Well, we haven't even properly seen Barry Allen in the DCU, but I think it is Grant Gustin on the CW. Definitely, I think he is my Flash because I am such a fan of season 1. And Grant Gustin. At the end of the day, I did it again. A movie's only like 2 hours plus, and TV shows, yes, lots of people complain about them, all that kind of jazz. But you get so much more development. Like in a single episode, on DVD, no ads or whatever, it's like 40 plus minutes, and you get like 22 of those, 23 of those a season. Think how much more development you get. And we've had, this is our 4th season of Grant Gustin's Barry, so I think he is my Barry Allen over Ezra Miller's. So yeah, maybe I'm a bit biased on that front as well. When thinking about Ezra Miller's Barry Allen character from what we've seen of the trailers, but yeah, I don't really like the suit that much. Eric says, I agree about the suit. I think something more like the Black Panther suit, but red would have been, I completely agree. I know a lot of people complain how the CW suits are, too leathery, but I still prefer it over the Justice League suit technically. But yeah, if you mix Barry Allen's CW Flash suit with like a Black Panther kind of, really cool materialistic, I can't remember what they say it's made out of, it's gone completely out of my head. It was that special material. That would have been amazing. That would look cool. That would look really cool. And that's what I feel like it more is in the comics too. So yeah, I don't really feel the kind of Injustice vibe they went with. I'm gonna have to end the stream soon, by the way, guys, because I was only gonna stream for half an hour. You think that a day what's Gotham will have a crossover with the Flash? I think no. I think I know you're saying that. Will basically Gotham cross over the Flash? No, completely different ends of the spectrum, and they're not on the CW. It's just also the world and everything like that. Unfortunately, for those who even want that to happen, that will never happen, never. And also, yeah, not even if it was on a separate Earth, you know. Um, do you find it irritating when people compare two people that play the same character to see who's better? Um, I don't necessarily find it irritating because I get why people would do it, right? Because there's two people portraying the character, and you're like, like, I might prefer this person. As long as it's not like, as long as you're willing to hear other people's opinions and not like completely slate them and just be like, no, 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 like, screw you, my opinion's right, then that's where it goes wrong. Apart from that, a little bit of innocent comparisons, like, I don't know, I can imagine a video like the battle of the two Flashes, who do I prefer, blah, 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 and you give your reasons. That's cool. That's completely cool. What's this 4-channel crossover thing I'm hearing about? So that's basically something me and Eric and Paigey in the DCTV show are doing, I believe every month at the minute, where we get all our channels together, we talk about essentially what I'm doing in this live stream right now, every month. So our first live stream went incredibly successful. We had like over 200 people at one point. And you guys just ask us questions. We have pre-arranged questions that you guys can ask on Twitter, so you can ask us right now, I believe. Just tweet one of us anywhere, and I'm sure we'll write them down. And then, obviously, we answer some questions from the live chat during the live stream. And I believe the live stream will be on the DCTV show's channel this month. But we're going to try and keep it every month, which would be cool. Sort of go over the episodes of that month on all the DCTV shows, what we think. It's just a bunch of fun. I'm sure at least some of you guys watch one of us, or maybe even all of us, so it's just a great event because we talk to each other quite a lot, actually, and we've all kind of come together, and I just think it's a brilliant thing. I just wish we had our own little studio and we all lived relatively close together and we could just sit there and talk in person. That would be really cool. Basically like some of the podcasts you see on YouTube right now. How is my arm? Well, some people might not be here at the beginning of the stream, but it is completely broken here. There's a problem with my collarbone. But my right arm's going to be completely out of action for like at least a couple of months. But it is a lot less painful than it was when it first happened. I'm almost a week later now. And I couldn't literally go without pain medication at the beginning, but now I haven't had one pain med today, I believe. So it's kind of good. But thank you for asking. But yeah, I haven't done as many videos this week, understandably, but next week I should be able to sort of go back to, normal schedule, hopefully. But I will be doing Gotham this week, because a lot of people complain if I don't. It's crazy how comic book accurate the bat suit was in Batman vs Superman. How ironic the Wonder Woman suit is. They could have done better with the Flash suit. I completely agree. I couldn't agree more. It's a shame. Hopefully they take that as feedback, and maybe in the next Flash film, I can't remember if Flashpoint is going to take after Justice League. It must do. So hopefully Barry will somehow get a new suit from Wayne Tech or something like that. But because I don't know if this is the one that I think it is the one he made himself. So hopefully it will just be, instead of plated, it will be sort of one, as you said, Black Panther sort of styled suit. Just take your time, your health is most important. No, yeah, don't get me wrong. That's why I made a video on Gotham on Saturday, I believe, because it didn't hurt as much then, funnily enough. It hurt more in the preceding days. But I haven't done one since because I'm unable to, so. But no, yeah, don't get me wrong, I will take my time. What happened? Some guy nearly ran me off the road when I was on my longboard. Believe it or not, wasn't my fault. Just some nutter who didn't even stop afterwards, even despite me flying through the air and, almost dying. Long story short, but yeah, I explained it properly earlier, but that'll be up on this live stream afterwards. But let's see what other questions we got. I'm doing homework whilst watching a live chat. That's good. At least you're doing your homework at the same time. The best of both worlds, I would say. Can you do a crossover chat at different times each time so that us in Australia can join in? Are you talking about the crossover that I'm doing with Eric, Pagey, and Boba DCTV show? If so, I believe we're doing on a Saturday, and it will be around a similar time. But at least a lot more people will be able to join who would be in school or whatever. But I think that's around a similar time is all we can do it at. But yeah, I think Paige even has to get up at like 4 or 5 a.m. So it might be one of those things that you might unfortunately have to wait to watch afterwards. I don't know. We might be able to see what we can work out though. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out today. I had to watch some good old BobaTalks first. Well, thank you for tuning into the stream. And it sucks to hear about your wisdom teeth, but I'm sure it'll be alright. It will just make sure you get those injections. I'm not sure what country you're living in, how they do the pain stuff, but I've had 4 teeth taken out before, not my wisdom teeth. And it doesn't suck as much as you would think. Once they've put the anesthetic in, you're good. You're good to go. The only thing you have to wait for is the swelling to go down. So I'm sure you'll be cool. Hope it goes well, buddy. Hope it goes well. Incredible. Do you think we'll ever see an early version of Deathstroke, Deadshot, and Calendar Man? Do you mean in the DCTV shows, or on the DCU, or in Gotham? Because I know a lot of people have asked about Calendar Man on Gotham. I think it's possible for, well, a couple of those people. Well, we've already seen Deadshot, obviously, and Deathstroke in the DC TV shows. But as for Calendar Man, in Gotham. So I don't think they're going to do Deadshot or Deathstroke in Gotham. Calendar Man, I think, is a very good possibility. But I don't necessarily think this season. That's all. Maybe if we get season 5. I'll be disappointed if DCU Flash can't phase. That's going to be very interesting as well to see his powers. I don't think he will be able to, because as Ezra Miller's Flash said himself, what did he say? He said, like, all I've done before is like run away and push people and then run away. I don't know if he's actually got the whole scope of his powers in the DCU. I think they might leave that to the Flashpoint film. Who knows? They might. These are things we need to look out for in the film. Totally. You can make a live stream watching Gotham tonight. Well, I'm not. I don't want to be like one of those channels who live stream an episode. I don't think that's right on YouTube. Like, I don't mind doing trailer reactions and doing thoughts after it, but I don't even get how they get away with the fair use even of watching an episode and then uploading it. But no, I'm afraid I can't do that, man. But I will do, obviously, a breakdown tomorrow on it, so be sure to stay tuned for that one. Green Lantern in the DCU? I don't know. I've been asked this so many times, and I can't make my mind up. It's possible, but I'm going to lean towards no, but not definitively say no. It would be a pleasant surprise. I did say earlier, though, I wouldn't exactly be amazingly surprised if Green Lantern did end up in the movie, but I would say that it's mainly Superman everyone's looking at, especially Alfred in that one scene. I thought the DCU was dead now. Well, not yet, but if Justice League flops, then maybe it will. It might struggle from there on out. A few solo films maybe, but not exactly. It's not dead just yet, especially after Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman CW series, I don't think they're going to do that just because of what they've already established in the DCU. And I know that sounds hypocritical and that's what I think a lot of people say as well. Why are they doing a Flash in a DCU when they've got a Flash TV show, yet they're not going to do, like a Wonder Woman TV show, a Batman TV show, blah, blah, blah. I think it's because obviously the Flash was so successful. And it's like, well, we're not going to cancel the TV show, but we want the Flash in the movieverse. It's just exactly that. And I think that's all it is. But they don't want to do that for Batman because they don't want to necessarily screw up and damage his, how well they've done him in the DCU, for example. Superman will be in the black suit. Hopefully that would be awesome. I'm geeked to see Flash. Me too. I'm really looking forward to seeing Ezra Miller's Flash, but I think because I'm such a fan of Grant Gustin's Flash and the way they've done it in that TV shows, I'm worried obviously about the suit and you know, I'm definitely hyped though. I'm just very apprehensive. If Gotham was cancelled, God forbid, she could go for CW. I can't imagine the CW picking up. I mean, unless they did like a Black Lightning thing where they're not keeping it in, you know, the universe of the Flash. I would like to think it would get picked up by another network, but I don't know. I really don't know. Is YouTube your full-time job? No, it is not. If not the Joker, who else would Jerome be nice as? People used to say Mad Hatter. And what is your favorite plot in the comic like series? This is the thing. This is the thing, guys. Like, this is the thing. My account. You ask very good questions because of what they've said recently about Jerome not even being the Joker, and that was a big cock up. I think. I don't think he fits any other character because that's the biggest mistake if they do label him as not the Joker, because he's literally they've done so the mistake of making this huge mistake of casting the perfect guy to play the Joker in their universe. So calling him not the Joker would be a disaster, and I don't think he would fit. I mean, don't get me wrong, Cameron could act as other people, but as the way he is on Gotham now, I don't think he. Well, it's as what the executive producer said, like, he's just Jerome. And it's just like, oh, well, I think that's stupid. Having just Jerome being just like what we know as the Joker one day in the future. So, I don't know. Yeah. But I'm going to have to end the stream in a minute, guys. So I'll answer one or two more questions. Have you seen Legends of Tomorrow premiere? I haven't yet. I've just been quite bedbound the past couple of days. But I will be seeing it very soon, if not today or whatever. I don't know. Do you think they'll bring Talia Al Ghul into Gotham anytime soon? Well, my answer to this has always been I don't think they're going to bring her in, but I could imagine Raish saying to like Bruce maybe over a few lines of dialogue like, you know, I have a daughter your age who's said, you know, acts just like you or does something like that or blah 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 blah. Because I think, yes, Talia, I think they haven't confirmed it, but I reckon she's definitely out there or whatever, because Raish has been around for 2,000 years in the show and he's had plenty of opportunity to have, you know, kids and stuff. So I think she's definitely out there as a kid. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some league dude is like raising her or whatever, because, you know, Raish isn't exactly the greatest parent. But yeah. Okay, thanks for streaming. I was finally able to catch it, bro. It's been a while streaming at this time. It is awesome. Well, thank you for joining us stream, buddy. You already thought what Gotham could have special in Lego. What could Gotham do in Lego? I would like to see the GCPD. That'd be cool. Arkham would be cool because I like what they, even though it's similar to like, you know, other Arkham Asylums. The Iceberg Lounge, or maybe like a previous version of that club, you know, like Tabitha, you know, the Sirens Bar. But yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, and this house is pitching. But I think I'm going to end the stream there, guys. Thank you very much for joining. For those of you who made it. And if you're watching us after the stream, then thank you for watching the video on playback, I guess. But yeah, I think that is everything. So I'm just going to stick around for a couple of more seconds, say goodbye to people. Goodbye, lame nerd. Thank you for joining the stream, buddy. This house is bitching. I don't know how Cisco's algorithm thing came out of that. Maybe Barry really did write that down. But yeah, I'm going to end it, guys. Thank you very much for joining. And I will be doing Gotham tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And then videos should be hopefully coming back to normal next week. Hopefully, you know. Mouse is on my face right now. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.